The importance of the formalities of signing legal documents. Hi, this is elder law attorney Melissa O'Connor. I create estate and Medicaid plans for people in Florida. If you have a question, drop it in the comments below. So how we go about signing important legal documents such as your last will and testament, your trust, your powers of attorney, the formalities of that signing process is very important. Meaning, one, the person who's signing needs to be competent. That's the real basic one. Two, for last wills and testaments, they need to be witnessed. And ideally, you want these witnesses to not be blood related and not be people who are going to be inheriting under the will. So you'll want them witnessed and signed in front all together with the testator or the person making the will. We can't have one person sign and then you have, 30 minutes later when the next person comes home from work, have them sign. That's not how it works. It won't be valid that way. Everybody needs to be in the same room at the same time. And now if you want an even better will, you'll want it to be self-proving, meaning that when you die, those witnesses don't have to go down to the courthouse and sign an affidavit or an oath of witnesses to say, yes, we were all there that day. So if you want the will to be able to be admitted to probate easily without all the hassle of people going downtown, then you're going to want the will to be self-proving, which means now you also need it to be signed in front of a notary with a self-proving affidavit. So now you have 4 people at the table when you're signing that will. The person who's making the will, the 2 witnesses, and the notary. Okay, and that's just for a last will and testament. Trusts, you'll have that same 4-party signing, and you'll want them again to be signing with affidavits that make this document self-proving and that the notary has not just verified the identity of the person making the document, but the witnesses to the document. And so the formalities of the signing process are really important. Without them, you don't have a valid document and you're going to run into big troubles, essentially. So why take the time and hassle of putting a document in place that won't even work for you? So the formalities of signing, it's important that you understand the local rules as to what's required for the document that you're signing. Here in Florida, we need 2 witnesses to a last will and testament. We don't allow what they call holographic wills, which is just you wrote your own will out and you signed it yourself with no witnesses. Those aren't acceptable here in the state of Florida. So you need to know your local laws and follow those formalities to the T.